And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Brad Hampton making his debut to the Consumer Quarterback Show, EAG-LED Global Lights. Welcome in, sir.
Good to be here, Brandon. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for coming in. What are we going to talk about today, Brad?
So, I mean, we're just a unique company in the fact that we manufacture, we install, we service. You know, we're there completely turnkey for a company, for a customer or prospect. And we feel like we have the best product in the market comparatively. Unfortunately, there's a lot of failures in the lighting industry, even in the LED industry. But we're very proud that we just have the less failure rate in the industry. And the fact that we can control the whole process just makes it really a turnkey for us.
Wow, that's great. So the lowest failure rate in the industry.
We believe so.
Wow, that's awesome. I like that. With Brad Hampton here, EAG-LED Global Lights. And, Brad, we've had John Grant on the show. We've had Johnny on the show. Last week we had Mr. Help me with the name
Alex.
again. Alex was on the show. And so now we're sitting here with Brad, and so your company's nationwide, global, really just selling, awesome packages to entrepreneurs, business owners, commercial, industrial. And, wanted to ask you, what's your attraction? Why did you work for Global?
I saw the opportunity because what else can you sell in any industry that has a return on investment that LED lights have? Upwards of, as good I've seen, as 4 months, typically under 2 years. So no matter what you're selling out there, there's an ROI of some case that has attached to it. With lights, we're savings of 70 to 75% in the utility bill alone.
Wow.
So the return on investment's fantastic because we're just really looking at wattage differences. You take a 400-watt metal halide, we're dropping it down to, say, a 100-watt UFO LED. There's the savings right in there. Multiply that times, say, 400 lights or whatever that's in a building.
Yeah.
And that brings the point of the believability, where people are like, seriously, I could save that kind of money.
Wow.
But because of the difference in wattages, that's where you see the savings, and that translates into real money.
Yeah.
And sometimes an ROI, like I said, I've seen as good as 4 months, typically under 2 years, to where people can save that kind of money and get that return on their investment back. So no matter what is in the marketplace, I was attracted to that because of that ROI, and that was what brought me to the company.
It makes so much sense when you look at the ROI. You look at from a business owner perspective, or even a manager. It's dollars in, dollars out.
Yes,
it's cash flow, right? So if you can improve efficiencies, reduce heating costs, I mean that's kind of one of the unforeseen, unseen sometimes, is that the heat cost comes down, or cooling costs rather.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of advantage with that.
And there's no heat in LEDs, honestly. It's warm to the touch, but people don't realize, they always think that bugs are attracted to light. They're not. They're attracted to heat. That's why they want to get in your house. So we put in LED lights in like property management places and breezeways where they're constantly cleaning out spider webs and mosquitoes.
Yeah.
That all goes away. So beyond just the increase 3 times more lighting that you get with LED and the brightness and everything that you get and the ROI, all that goes away. The bugs go away. The heat goes away. The lights in your ceiling that's trying to overcome the heat of the HVACs, that all helps. Now, if you're in a really cold part of the country, maybe you like that heat. But here in Florida, you want to get rid of that heat as much as you can. So LEDs help with all that too.
Yeah, I like that. That's and you talk about the believability. So when you go in and you tell people this, maybe over the phone, it's like, let me, then you make a presentation in person. It's like, wow, I see it now, right?
The old adage, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Right.
So that's a lot of times what you're up against with the believability, because the numbers are so good that they have a hard time believing they're going to save that. The good thing is, I mean, just last week, one of our customers sent an email through, and I'm basically telling you what he said. He said, not only were your numbers exactly what you said they were going to be, but I got my electric bill. It's better than what you said it was going to be. I love you guys.
Wow.
We want to hear that kind of stuff. So
That's
we
great.
use that out in the field.
And I bet you're getting referrals upon referrals.
Absolutely. I mean, it's you have a happy customer, it just brings more customers your way. So we love those referrals, and it happens all the time for us.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you are the sales trainer.
Yes, I am.
So you're training how many account executives or sales folks do you have?
We got upwards of about almost 300 now, and I'm working with multiples on a daily basis, doing go-to-meeting platforms with them on Tuesday nights, daily working with those. I kind of use the whole process of KISS, K-I-S-S, keep it simple, stupid.
Yep.
We do it a little bit differently, where we're not trying to make lighting engineers out of our reps. We just want them as field agents to get into these different locations, ceiling height, count of lights, picture of what they got, utility provider, hours of operation. That's a quote. That's how simple it is. And send it into our engineering department. We got 36 full-time engineers. We got a pretty big estimating department. And they put all those numbers together, plug it in the computer, and it comes out, shows what out of the 853 lights that we can make, what we choose. That's how it works.
In any industry, by the way, if you just joined us, Brandon Brimes here. We're talking with Brad Hampton, EAG-LED Global Lights here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. In any industry, you have competition. With real estate, there's something like 30,000 realtors around the Tampa Bay area, the greater Tampa Bay area. And I always joke about it. There's in any industry, there's good, better, and best. And it's interesting. It's only a 62-hour course to get your real estate license, but the cosmetology board says you have to have, I think it's 284 hours to be able to cut someone's hair. So it's kind of interesting when you look at that, and not all realtors are created equal. I'll say that. And then you have, so in your industry, you've got competition, you've got competitors. What are you seeing when it comes with the competition and competitors, as you mentioned earlier? Sure. You kind of alluded to that.
I think the biggest competition, and I don't even consider it competition because it's called retrofits. You've got a lot of competition that's out there wanting to just change the bulb, cut the ballast, put a screw-in bulb or a tube. And we do that. We can make those and we sell those. But that's old technology. It's really, and if you look up the term retro in the dictionary, it literally means old history. So why would you want to put old history into something instead of completely replacing the whole fixture? So our game is really fixture replacement, gutting out what was currently there, completely replacing it. The efficiency is a lot better in that. So that's a lot of what we run up against is retrofits. Even though we do make retrofit kits, our game is complete fixture replacement, and the efficiencies are much greater there. The longevity is better. They're driver driven, diodes spinning, just the way that we make our lights with the heat sinks that we choose, the drivers, the diodes. We just have a lot better function of a light out there than what our competitors are. So we're proud of that. Again, if you check out, just Google 4 reasons why LEDs fail, upwards of 20% failure rate in the industry right now, which is causing a negative thing in the industry. We're proud that we're a lot less than that. So, it's just, you want to flip them on, shut them off, and have them last for 15 years and not have a problem with them. Yeah.
And a lot of companies, I'm sure, have the different time system set up, kind of like you run your sprinklers at a certain time of night. They're going to have the timer set up, and it makes it real efficient for them as well.
Which makes them last even longer. And actually, we can build those into the lights, photocells or motion sensors, whatever they want. Obviously, outside lights, with photocells, dusk to dawn, come on, shut off. Inside lights, run underneath of them, they turn on, they shut off. That just makes them last even longer. We build that right into our lights.
Wow, lots of great information. We're coming into our next segment break here, but we got Brad Hampton in studio, EAG-LED Global Lights. He's the sales trainer. Great company, longtime friend of the program. We're going to be jumping into our lightning round. We're going to get some top tips, nuggets of advice, and parting words of wisdom. Brad Hampton.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to point out that, again, back to the savings is so good that one of the things that we can do as a company is structure this into an equipment purchase lease with a dollar about at the end, which is 100% tax write-off for you also, the way it's structured. So you're able to use the savings on a monthly basis that you're going to save on our lights. And in most cases, you're cash flow positive even after making the lease payment. So essentially, you're almost getting the lights for free, get some money back in your pocket, make the payment, and have a tax write-off at the end of the year for buying the lights. So EAG-LED.com.
I like it. EAG-LED Global Lights.
I think what sets us apart is being the manufacturer. We're not a distributor. We work on the direct side, so you're dealing right with the factory, skipping the middleman. We're not buying our lights from someone else. They're not been sitting on the shelf for 3 to 6 months or 3 years or 6 years, whatever. But the latest technology, the latest generation of light is what you're going to get from us. So it's important to know that whatever's new in the marketplace, we have an R&D department. We have 36 engineers that are working on product development all the time. So when you order from us, it's built to order. It's not taken off the shelf. It's something that is produced for you, and it's the latest technology, and that sets us apart. So not only manufacturing, but installation, service, and we also have a financing package. So you can't say no to us. We have a lot of great opportunities for you.